Welcome to Chatting with Entrepreneurs. Hi, my name is Carla Holland. I am the Executive Director of Texas Tech Institute for Small Business. We have with us today Samuel Medina. And so, Sammy, tell us about your business, where you're located, and how people can reach you.
Hi, yeah, I run Scout Aviation helicopters. We're located out here in Odessa-Slameyer Airport. We cover the Odessa, Midland, and surrounding areas. We fly 7 days a week. We do helicopter operations, whether it's flight training, commercial work. We do a couple, different things: sunset flights, pickup flights, daytime, nighttime flights. We do a little bit of hunting, a little bit of deer surveys, just a general range of commercial operations.
Could you tell me a little bit about your background?
Yeah, so I did 8 years in the Marine Corps, got out, came out here to the oil field, started working in the oil field, and then kind of just veered off and went right into business, the business side of it.
Tell us a little bit about Scott Aviation.
So it's a helicopter company out here in Odessa, Texas. We cover Midland, Odessa area, but it's a flight school. So we started off as a flight school, and now we kind of do a little bit of everything, a little bit of all commercial work as far as pickups. We do hunts, we do tour flights around Odessa, Christmas lights flights, sunset flights. We do a bit of everything, but mainly we do school. We do flight training.
So what made you decide to open a business?
Yeah, so there's no helicopter flight school out here. So that was my biggest market.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, so there's two airplane schools out here, but there's no helicopter school out here. There was one in Lubbock for a little bit, but now there's nothing out here in West Texas. So the beauty of having helicopter flight training out here, and so many people that want to fly helicopters, it's just only airplane schools. So that was my biggest excitement to start this business.
So how long did you think about the idea before you actually moved forward?
Oh, I've been working on this for about 7, 8 years now. It's been a while. It's been a long time coming, a long time in my head. And when I first got out here to West Texas, I wanted to started flying, and just kind of put one foot in front of the other.
And so why do you think it took you so long to really move forward to actually start?
The finance part of it. I got out of the military, came out here, started working in the oil field, started getting a little money, putting money aside, and then the aircrafts are expensive, the maintenance, the insurance. I mean, just everything just goes into aviation. It's a lot finance-wise. So just taking the time to get us all set up, getting all my licenses done, getting everything lined up, getting the paperwork lined out. It was a journey.
Now, were you able to save enough without getting financing, or just tell me, how did you fund your startup once you decided I'm going to do this?
So I actually went to the SBDC and I actually got my business plan set up. I bought my first helicopter and I paid that one out myself. Yeah.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
I paid that out myself, and then I used that as collateral and got a business loan to set up for my second helicopter. And now we have two of them out here. We have a 4-seater and a 2-seater. But it was the business plan. It was the business plan and the business loan. We worked that route right there. That's why took me so long to get it started, and it's just coming up from really nothing, not really having the backing for it, and then getting the backing from the bank after I get everything lined out.
And you said you went to the Small Business Development Center, correct?
I did, yes, ma'am.
Who was your consultant?
So I had Danny Castro.
Danny's the best.
Yeah, Danny over there. Danny helped me out so much. Me and him worked together for, I would say, about 4 months, just getting everything lined out. He really helped me out a lot, getting my business plan really fine-tuned. I went in there the first time I went in, it was basic business plan. I probably had about a 3-4 page business plan, and we moved it out to about a 57-page business plan after we were all said and done.
Wow.
Everything with the projections, marketing, we had pictures in there, we had the whole nine. So I couldn't have done it without Danny. Danny was amazing to work with.
Danny is amazing. And the Small Business Development Center offered their consulting services to help budding entrepreneurs like yourself. And what did it cost you to work with Danny, Sammy?
Nothing. And that was the beauty of it. People don't realize that you don't have to pay nothing to work with a Small Business Development Center. It's just, they got so many resources, QuickBooks classes, the webinars you can go to, just nonstop resources that if you don't go through the Small Business Development Center, I think you just you hurt yourself, because I mean, a lot of us don't know where to start out from. We go straight to the bank and they're like, well, where's your business plan? Where's your marketing strategy? Where's your executive? Where's your mission statement? And it's kind of just look at them like, whoa, I don't really know too much about that. It's so helpful. So many resources to have, and it's all free. So, man, I at least look into it, even if you don't want to do business. like at least look into it. It's like try it, see what happens.
I
But
agree, Sammy. Thank you so much for saying that. I'm the preacher for the Small Business Development Center as well, going around sharing with people that you have an idea, and most people do,
most
but
people do.
they don't know step one or how to get started. So
Yeah.
what advice would you give to an entrepreneur who maybe similar to yourself have been thinking about something for years and they don't move forward? What advice would you give them?
I would say just reach out. Just go to the Small Business Development Center website. They send you to the nearest office and just reach out and just ask questions. Just one question would change your life. That's what I told myself. It's like if I can ask one question, that might change my life. So I couldn't expect any more. I mean, it was amazing. And Danny, he still reaches out to me. He'll reach out to me every 2 3 weeks and just seeing if everything's going okay, seeing if I need anything. And he doesn't have to. That's the beauty of it. So I mean, he's always there. So and we built a friendship now. So it's amazing.
He's
Yeah.
really awesome. So now you took the plunge, you secured your financing, you have your helicopter. Tell me what it's like running your own business.
Oh, it's amazing. So I come from military and then I go in the oil field and I start working all these hours, driving 2 hours to job sites and then 2 hours back home every day, then running a 12-hour shift out on location on job sites. Now I live 2 minutes from the airport and I drive 2 minutes to work every day. So it's just been amazing. I have my family with me every day here. But my thing was coming from the beginning. I come from kind of not too much. I'm sleeping on the floor when I was a kid in the living room floor as my bedroom. Then I go in the Marine Corps and I start doing, things like jumping out of helicopters. I've thrown a boat in the ocean out of them. I've fast rope precision shot out of helicopters. I never flew them though, because I wasn't an officer. But when I got out, my goal when I got out was, okay, well now I want to take flight lessons, get my helicopter license, and then I'll have done my dream, become a pilot because I've always wanted to be a pilot since I was a kid, and I didn't have the resources, but I came out here, started working in the oil field, started saving my money, and then I would go over there and get flight training here and there. But the bad thing was that flight training was all in East Texas, South Texas, Central Texas. So there was nothing out here. So you would have to literally, go away from your family, go away for about a week, travel, stay somewhere, stay at Airbnb or on a hotel, get flight training for about a week and go back to work, right? And then back to work, you just every single day, the same thing over and over. So when I got started full time, it was one of those things. It's like it just worked one thing after another. I got my license, and then I built up my commercial license and my instructor rating, and then from there, I told myself that my ultimate goal was to teach my kids. So teaching my kids was my ultimate goal. Getting into this. So now I'm able to be close to home. I'm able to teach my kids. I'm able to live my dream because my dream is my dream is just flying. So I fly every day now, and that's my work and that's my dream. So I'm really not working every day. It's just a blessing.
I can hear the passion in your voice, and I'm very excited for you. So from being an employee, like you said, you worked in the oil fields. I understand the commute was a challenge and being away from your family, but now that you're 2 minutes from your job and you've started, and anytime you're growing, there's sometimes some growing pains or growing lessons that you learn. How long have you been in business?
So I opened Full Doors here back in August, so a little less than a year. I'm going on a year in next month, but I've been flying for about 7, going on 8 years now.
So now that you are about 11 months in, what have you learned?
I learned that one, you don't get, there's no guaranteed income coming in, right? So back when you had a job, you get sent on a job every day, and you have that guaranteed that consistency, that comfort. Now you don't have that comfort. So now it's, everything is what you make. What you do for work is what you make. And if you don't work that day, then you don't make nothing. And then just the whole general scheme of, doing the social media side of it, because, not posting something can leave money off the table, little things like that. The maintenance side of it, if I damage the aircraft or if something goes wrong, if I have an issue, then I'm the one relied on to get that done. Back when I was working, it was, something went wrong, I'd call the boss. I got resources I can reach out to, but it's on me. Taxes, doing the financing, the admin side of it, the paperwork side of it, and it's just doing everything. It gets overwhelming sometimes, but the beauty with me, it's that it's never really gotten too overwhelming because of the fact that I love it so much. And I got my family here, my wife, my kids here with me. It's been a blessing. So the stress is there, but it's not there.
So how many employees do you have?
I have technically one employee now. I've gotten a pilot that was tested out and became a commercial pilot. And he does work for me as a part-time employee. But it really is just all myself right now. I haven't got to that line to where I'm busy enough to start bringing in employees and start bringing in more pilots.
You started with a business plan. Do you update your plan so that you know when you will have the revenue to bring on another employee?
I do. I have been slowly, but
Okay.
not as much as I want to, just because I've been so busy and I've kind of been a one-man operation. I want to end up to where I pay off my business loan and then I get another business loan for another
Okay.
aircraft.
Let's talk a little bit about your social media.
Yes.
So you said you just got into your social media when you went full time. So what tools are you using for social media, and are they helping or hurting your business?
I believe they're helping, only because I've gotten work off my social media. So I do
Excellent.
Facebook, I do LinkedIn. I just started the TikTok phase that's going on. I do Instagram. I would say my Facebook has kind of been my most successful platform as far as getting generation of people coming in, people calling me, people wanting, because we do gender reveals. We'll throw gender reveal powder out of the helicopter
Okay.
over a get together, and that's the beauty of the helicopters. The sky's the limit.
So in addition to your social media, do you do other marketing? Are you taking out ads? Do you have people who refer to you? Like, what else do you do for marketing?
So we have a few relationships with a few businesses out here. There's a gun store, E&G Guns out here. They do some advertising with me as well. We put flyers at stores, at businesses local. We do some events with other organizations. Trinity Oaks, they do a lot of kid in need events, like fishing events, hunting events, and we'll do flyovers with them. Just a lot of events out here. We do some events with some air shows and kind of get the word out there.
So where do you see yourself in 2 years with Scout
And two,
Aviation?
I would say about two more helicopters in my fleet. I want to eventually have my own hangar, my own office. Right now, I'm leasing an office and a hangar here at the airport. And I have a full-time office here. I have 3 offices actually. I plan on getting my own standalone office and hangar together, built up, and plan on at least having 2 more aircrafts, 2 more, another 4-seater, another 2-seater, and then having at least 1 more employee. Then I'm actually working on right now. The guy that's part-time, we're eventually hoping to get that kind of more full-time. We do plan on working with these schools out here. We have UTPB, University of Texas Permian Basin. We
Okay.
have Odessa Midland College. So I plan on hopefully later on working with those organizations, those campuses, and getting some kind of aviation degrees in there, and then I can follow along with the flying side of it. So that's my ultimate goal, to become a 141 operation. So where I work with those schools.
And you were in the military, so thank you so much for your service. How do you think being in the military prepared you to run your own business?
As far as when I'm talking to people, and I got people with me, it's just being able to talk to them and being able to kind of lead by example. So if I'm doing checklists or things like that, I expect my students to do the same thing, things like that. But just the leadership role, the confidence role, the communication role, and just the people person part of it, and have that good relationships. But my biggest thing is really just trying to lead by example, right?
Yeah.
So when I'm teaching somebody, it's like, I expect, not perfection, but I expect, what I've done. I don't expect something that I haven't done or I can't do. Right. But just having that communication with everybody I get, it's just the military has, really got me on a confidence level as far as, being able to be that person for them.
So, Sammy, what characteristics do you think all entrepreneurs should have?
Oh, I would say definitely time management. So time management has been huge, as far as, going from a schedule where you're getting told, hey, you need to do this at a certain time, and then to where you're your own owner, your own boss, where you have to make the time for that. You have to balance the family time, the business time, the work time, the maintenance time, just the balancing of the time management that you have in a 24-hour period. So that's what I would say the most important part.
Sammy, the other thing that's important for entrepreneurs is to stay informed and to constantly learn. One good book that I would recommend is Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. because that's going to deal with the time management that you talked about. It's going to talk about being a leader and leadership and planning your time. So Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People is a book that I think will be great for entrepreneurs to read. Well, Sammy, thank you so much for your time. Before I sign off, tell people again the name of your business, how they can contact you in case they want to learn how to fly or take a helicopter ride, something romantic that
Yeah.
they can incorporate into an anniversary or even a birthday celebration. Tell them about the business and how they can reach you.
Yeah, so Samuel Medina, I own Scout Aviation Helicopters. We are out here in Odessa Schleiermacher Airport. We cover the Odessa, Midland, and surrounding areas. You can reach out. We got a Facebook page, Scout Aviation Helicopters. You can reach out. The phone number and the email address is on that website, on that Facebook page. And we're open 7 days a week. We fly 7 days a week, early morning, late night, middle of the day, doesn't matter. Sunday, any day. So we're always here, and we're always available. We always want to get somebody else up in the air.
Sammy, thank you so much. My name is Carla Holland. I'm the Executive Director for the Institute of Small Business, housed by Texas Tech University. And thank you so much for taking the time to listen to us. And thank you, Sammy, for your time.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Appreciate you. Bye.
Funded in part through a cooperative agreement with the U.S. Small Business Administration. All opinions, conclusions, and/or recommendations expressed herein are those of the author and do not necessarily reflect the views of the SBA.